Chapter 38, Night, 8:31 p.m. Max stood at the kitchen counter waiting for the coffee to brew. It was his fourth pot of the day. The doctors had told him to lay off the caffeine, but he figured they'd make an exception for today. He breathed in the steam, thinking back to the first pot of the morning. He pictured Bobby coming into the kitchen in his crisp white shirt, sleeves unbuttoned, jacket slung over his arm. They drank their coffee in comfortable silence, the way they always did. Mac with the sports section, Bobby reading business. Then Bobby checked his watch, stood up, and shrugged on his coat. "See you tonight, Pop." And then he was gone. The coffee maker beeped. Mac opened his eyes and poured himself a cup. From behind the counter, he had a perfect view out the window to the corner at the end of the street. Before dementia clouded her mind, Dottie used to sit at the counter and watch for Bobby to come around that corner on his way home from work. Mac used to tease her about it, but the truth is, he'd do the same thing, finding excuses to be in the kitchen so he could sneak a peek over her shoulder as he came and went. Mac stared out the window for the 100th time that day, then closed his eyes and tried to conjure up the scene. Bobby coming around the corner, stepping into the yellow glow of the street lamp, the light on his white shirt like a ray of sunshine. Mac kept his eyes closed, trying to hold on to the image, trying to make it come true. He realized he was making deals again. He didn't care. "Where's Robert?" Mac spun around so fast he spilled his coffee. Dottie was standing in her nightgown in the middle of the living room, gazing around with a troubled, quizzical expression. The house had been so quiet, he'd almost forgotten she was back there. "Hey there, kiddo, what are you doing up?" he asked quietly. Dottie turned and looked at him. Mac couldn't tell if she still recognized him or not, but she allowed him to lead her back down the hall to the bedroom. He pulled back the covers and helped her swing her legs up and into bed. She still seemed agitated, so he sat with her and stroked her hand, which always calmed her. But not tonight. "Where's Robert?" she asked again. Mac swallowed hard and looked out the window. "He's on his way home."